Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to AI Podcast with Kris and Stef. Today we'll be asking some rapid fire questions on AI. So Kris, can you tell us a little bit about what AI is?
So AI is really just a large statistical model that helps generate human-like text responses to your everyday questions.
Kris, what I've seen in organizations to date, they've used AI chatbots in, say, call centers or just generically responding to customer inquiries. Is this a common use case, and do you see more of this happening in organizations?
So right now, a lot of organizations are starting to semi-automate their email responses. What I think is going to happen in the future is there will be AI agents that take on more and more of this process. So it may even be when the email comes in, correctly classifying what type of email it is, generating a personalized response. And so what we'll probably see is there will be sort of a human in the loop just to verify the responses before they go out, rather than the human actually doing the classification and writing up the email response.
Okay, so if we take the example of, say, lawyers, they receive emails from the customers of which they have to read the email and triage it. Is AI a good use case for expediting or transforming their processes to make it more automated?
Definitely, AI can be easily used in this use case. So for example, you might have the AI agent or the AI model go ahead and do the initial classification. We'll then feed this back into the AI model so that it learns from its previous mistakes and gets smarter over time.
That's really interesting. And could you help us understand what are some of the risks associated with using AI?
So right now, AI is a bit of a mystery. You don't know exactly how it's going to respond in all use cases. So just because there are so many different questions and responses, you need to put a bit of guardrails around your responses. And what I've typically seen is having a human in the loop actually review the AI's response before it is sent to the end customer.
And I would imagine it will take a little bit of time before we really have confidence in just leaving AI to do what we would typically do on a day-to-day basis. So with that being said, could you walk us through some other use cases where you've seen AI agents being leveraged?
And typically in the social media space, there has been a lot of advancement with AI agents. You can automate the entire blog posting process using AI agents right now. So that would include the research of the topic, the structuring of the blog post, writing out the blog post, adding hyperlinks, and even posting the AI generated blog post to your website. This can then be shared across multiple social medias such as LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and so forth.
I have actually seen some Facebook pages with some AI generated profiles, which is quite convincing as real people. So it is getting scary out there, and I would imagine my parents wouldn't even be able to distinguish between a real person's versus an AI profile. So a little bit scary, but definitely something that we'll see further and further as AI becomes more sophisticated. To round out our conversation of AI tonight, can you please provide us your view on when AI will dominate and take over the world or take over all our jobs?
Well, it's a very tough question and no one really knows the answer right now. But what we're definitely seeing is AI being used as more of a productivity increase. And I've heard numbers of an increase in productivity of about 30% for developers. We're starting to see this in Facebook, where Mark Zuckerberg has announced that he thinks AI will be able to replace mid-level AI developers. You've also seen this in Salesforce, who have recently, unfortunately, laid off about 1,000 workers and are going to replace them with salespeople geared towards AI agents. So it's definitely coming, but we don't know how long and when it will be.
So we have a little bit of time before the robots take over the world, guys. So don't be too nervous or scared, but it's really important to skill up on AI. And the more you can skill up, the better. So why not tune into a podcast every Monday with Kris and I, where we share more insights on AI. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.